Copyright and fair use on YouTube can be a weird grey area, and that's what we talk about today. Hello and welcome back to another video. Now if you're new around here and you're looking to start a YouTube channel, grow your YouTube channel, or push your brand out there onto the second largest search engine on the internet, click subscribe, start creating. Now you're sat there and you've probably been on YouTube for a fair while and you've just received a kind of copyright strike, or you're a bit worried that you want to use a clip and you don't know how you can use a clip without getting a copyright strike, or how much is fair use. In fact, you may be sat there and you may never have heard of the term fair use, and you want to be a little bit educated. So I thought I'd deep dive into that today. Now before I kind of make the dark black area into slightly more grey and more understandable, I want to know, have you ever had issues with copyrights? Have you ever had a copyright strike? Have you had problems with fair use and needed to appeal? Please leave a comment down below. Also, if you are currently having issues with copyright strikes and community guideline strikes, there's a video up here that may help you. Okay, so copyright is effectively the protection of someone's original works, whether it's your own works or whether it's a movie, whether it's a music, song, thing, or whether it's, you know, another YouTuber that you're kind of sampling. But there is a small loophole within American law that says it is fair use to use a clip under certain guidelines. And these can kind of be boiled down into three main kind of groups. One, make sure that you are using more of your content than you are using theirs. Their clip should be a very small part of your video. It should illustrate your point. It should be, you're talking about the movie and there's a quick clip of the trailer, or you're talking about a specific YouTube creator and you want to flash it up so people understand that this is PewDiePie or this is Jacksepticeye, that kind of thing. At the point that you're effectively taking more than, say, 80% of your video up with their content, then you're effectively just piggybacking off their work. You're not transforming it in any way. It's not a hard or fast rule when it comes to these kind of things, but I tend to go along the lines of 80-20, right? So as long as I know that most of the video is me, right, and at most 20% is somebody else, then it's explainable. You know, it's not so much of a problem. It can be an issue if you've got a 15-minute long video and then you've decided to put a 2-minute clip of a movie inside of it. Although that still sticks within the 80-20 rule, right, that's still a substantial size clip. 2, try to use multiple sources. Now, if I'm doing a YouTube tutorial on, for example, how to promote a YouTube channel, and I mention PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Nick Nimmin, and Tim Schmoyer. That's 4 sources, and that's me using clips from 4 places, and it's not just me relying on one person, and it's me illustrating the point using multiple people and multiple people's copyrights. But because I'm not leeching it all from, say, one person, then it's seen as fair, because I'm not piggybacking off one person alone. You're kind of illustrating the point with multiple people. Whereas if you used to dedicate your entire channel to reacting to Shane Dawson videos, for example, then that's clearly you angling your way to kind of cipher works and stuff off of their material. You're trying to profit from their hard work directly. And 3, in the event of you using copyrighted material, make sure that you mention them in some way. Make sure that, you know, this is a clip of Nick Nimmin, this is a clip of Roberto Blake, or in the description note them down. The reason for that is that then you're giving them something in return, and you're not trying to pass the work off as yours. Especially if they're not in the picture and you've used their drone footage, then you could, if you really wanted to be dodgy, claim that you did that. Same with like music works, or same with like movies, that kind of thing. Those are clearly obvious. If you're using a clip of Deadpool, then it's Deadpool, right? Maybe even if you just put a little piece of text down here. Like a good example of this is Cultaholic and What Culture. They use pictures from WWE and Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling, and each time they've got like a little text kind of copyright notice down here. And that's not because they kind of feel that they need to, and it's not that they want to give like a shout out back to them. It's kind of only fair under fair use. But as long as you look at the content and you make sure that you've ticked all 3 of those boxes, then you should be fine. But remember, if you need any more tricks and tips, there's a kind of playlist up here. So that's kind of the Dummies Guide to Copyright Fair Use on YouTube. For more tricks and tips, hit that subscribe button for 2 videos each and every week. 2 live streams if you hit the notification icon. Go out there, start creating.